Hi, it's Verabel again. It's a busy day here at verabels.clair, and I'm inspired to draw some cards for Chiron, moving from Aries into Pisces on Monday, just as we get to the full moon, and then what our ancestors might offer us in that energy. All right. Okay, and we have the Queen of Lights. Chiron is the Queen of Lights. Chiron is the Queen of Lights. Okay. And I've been talking a lot about our references and our materials and how we don't need to reference the same story in the same way anymore. And that's something we're learning as we go through these days. So that being said, with this deck, which came unannounced from a friend in the mail a few years ago, or maybe getting towards 4 or 5 years ago now, and I only started using it in the last week or so, really, very often at all. But the Queen of Lights is what she is here. I'm not going to refer her or try to make her correlate with any other deck. Look at her heart here. She reminds me of Mary a bit, but she also has a supplicant, a female supplicant, it seems. So, Chiron, as the wounded healer, in a very feminine-looking aspect at that point there. Okay, and I'm going to draw another one. This one will be for the ancestors. It's from my oldest deck. I do recommend bairavee balasubramaniam's videos on Chiron. The Sky Priestess. Okay, and from our ancestors we have passion, we have communication, we have call it joy. We have joy. Joy. The healing power of joyful communication. That is not, it's not a false joy. This, I was going to swear, but I don't think I've sworn so far on my channel, so this is real. This is the real thing. This is joy. This is embodied, real joy. It is not for show. It is not for pretend. And that is what our ancestors are offering us, holding us in, bathing us in, hoping for us, working for us, witnessing in us. The witness of an ancestor is pretty powerful. I'm going to do one more here. Okay, and I'm going to get a card or feeling for this full moon, which I'll do a full moon reading eventually. Okay, this one wanted to come out, so I'm just going to take it. It's the heartbreak card. It's the heartbreak card. So where there has been heartbreak, it's that old thing. Maybe your heart was encased in some of that sludge and mud of the old stories, and it needs to crack open. It needs to crack open to let in this real embodied joy, to have this solace. Okay. Okay, and then one card for Chiron as I'm doing this video is still in Aries, a fire sign. And I believe went through a retrograde in Aries over the summer. So many things to judgment. judgment, and I think it came upside down. I've been reading the reverse cards as just an easier version of that same energy that started in a few readings back. So, yeah, Aries is kind of judgmental in the way, that a child moves through a trial and error, not to be stereotyping Aries, but there's an innocence to it, there's an initiation to it, and perhaps Chiron and Aries has been a time of judgment, of reflection, and with the retrograde too, like looking at our past experiences, considering our old wounds, and then considering this desire for change, which is an Aries thing too. Quick change. So yeah, there's a softness, there's a softening in the discernment, because again, and I'm repeating this throughout many readings, as we move into this time where we each may gently inhabit our soul's true shape, it releases this need for boundaries as we've defined them previously, as we've maybe made them in opposition, as we've maybe had to harden our hearts. And now it may feel kind of freaky, because healing can feel freaky. Cleaning a wound can hurt, right? Cleaning a wound can hurt, but not cleaning it is not a good option, right? So, yeah. Maybe Aries, Chiron and Aries was the cleaning of the wound. Is, if we think of time as a field rather than a spiral or a line. Okay, and we have an upside down as we move in. We have an upside down Two of Swords as Chiron moves into Pisces. And so what I see here is this is the larger, this is the grand, like godly or divine, judgment. And then this is judgment brought down to earth, brought down and into our own lives under this moon, and how we may keep ourselves from seeing, or we may just feel a little stuck in that moment of like, oh, something new, even a new joy wants to come in, a healing wants to come in, and it freaks me out. But we can ease into it. Okay, we can ease into it. I'm going to draw a couple more cards for just Chiron generally in these times. Because we might be scared. Because you get used to these stories that have served you in some way. They've served you. They've, in a way, created your sense of identity and the story of your life. But we are in a new place. And we need to stand up for it. Stand in our truth. Honestly, stand in our joy, even if that upsets, and it does sometimes. It does sometimes upset others in our lives. And sometimes change is awkward and beyond awkward, painful, but in the end, true love and joy, true self-definition frees us all. 7 of Wands again. 2 7 of Wands. So there's something, there's something that needs to be fought for within this healing. And I keep saying, we don't even have to think of fighting as the same as it used to be. It doesn't have to be so active even. It can simply be a standing in your true place. Okay. I think that's enough for now.